You gotta motivate.
Get up and keep going.
Celebrate.
This life you've been holding.
Demonstrate
your love and devotion.
And everybody get up and get up. It's time to get it moving, y'all. Step up your game. You gotta motivate.
Get up and keep going.
Celebrate.
This life you've been holding.
Demonstrate
your love and devotion.
And everybody get up and get up. Motivate.
Get up and keep moving.
Celebrate.
This life is no illusion.
Demonstrate
the skills you've been using.
And everybody get up and get up.
And welcome back to yet another review by Zombill. This is part 2 of the House of Juice review. And this time we're going to be looking at the Lyana Yusof line. As you can see the label here. And it says on one side, this flavor, no content sweetener. So I guess that means that it doesn't contain sweetener. And on the other side, it says strictly for 18 years old and above only, 30 milliliter RM40. Now this particular one is called Vita-C. Now, before I start, I must point out I did receive these free of charge for purpose of conducting a review, but my opinion of the products will remain true, honest, and accurate as always. So there's no website for this. As I pointed out in the first video, the only location that I have found them at is on Facebook. And of course, at the end of the video, I'll give you contact information there for how you can get in touch for the Lyana Yusof line. Now, since we're on Vita-C, I have that loaded up in my iStick, which has my smoke RBA at 1.2 ohms. We're going to fire that at 20 watts. Ooh. Wow, this is really good. Wow, I'm very surprised. Vita-C tastes a lot like a very good juicy orange. Very juicy orange too, for that matter. I don't think I've ever gotten this amount of orange flavor out of any kind of orange juice that I've ever had before. I'm going to give the flavor profile on this a 9 out of 10. I'm really shocked. This is the first time I've ever vaped Vita-C. I vaped the other 2 flavors that I have of the Lyana Yusof line. But Vita-C, wow, what a shocker. This is good. And the throat hit, I'm going to give a mild. I'm going to give a mild, which is a 6 out of 10. And I'm going to give it 9 out of 10 for on vapor production for consistency and plenty. Okay, so this one here is called Home Milk. Home Milk. Interesting name. Now I had that loaded up in my Stellare 26650, which I have dual parallel microcoil to about about 0.37 ohms. Yeah, and I have that on my Taylor box mod, which is a dual 26650. And this is a very interesting vape. It's watermelon with a creamy subtexture of cream. It kind of works. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 for the flavor profile. Now the throat hit, I'm going to give a 6 out of 10. which is a mild, and the vapor production I'm going to give a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of, really hard word to pronounce, is, get it to clear up there, Kopi Jantan. Kopi Jantan. I believe that's got to be Malaysian or Oriental at best. Which I have loaded up in an Orchid V4, and I have this dual parallel coiled to about 0.47 ohms, and I have that on my D's version 3 18350 mod. Vape. Oh yeah. This is just like a freshly brewed coffee. Just a coffee flavor. Just like a real good freshly brewed pot of coffee. Now, I'm going to give the flavor profile on this. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Is it all day vape worthy? Yes. It's especially good for cutting through the monotony of a full vaping day. Like if you're vaping on a fruit and you want to cut out to something else, this is a good change-up vape. Really good change-up vape. Throat hit, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, a mild. And for the vape production, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. So there you have it, my peeps. That's 3 from the Lyana Yusof line, unless it's Lyana Yusof. I'm not sure how to pronounce that exactly. Now, in case you're wondering, there is a person named Lyana Yusof, and she is the juice maker behind this juice. And I'm going to put up the House of Juice's contact information here, as that is who sent it to me. So, just want to give a personal shout out to Lyana and House of Juice for sending these on to me. Really good juice products. You know, I keep digging more and more in Malaysian juices. So, I hope you enjoyed the review. Please subscribe to my YouTube. And as always, my peeps and peepettes, happy vaping.